What can we expect from PulseX? How will PLSX perform and what price can it reach? How high can PLSX go after launch? We will be answering all these questions in today's video. Make sure to watch this video all the way through so you don't miss anything. Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Pulse. We are on a mission to spread crypto awareness in the simplest way possible. On this channel, we discuss recent crypto news, price predictions, future crypto opportunities, and 100 times gems, so that you guys become better investors and make exponential gains. We publish new videos every single day, so make sure to subscribe to not miss any future updates. Without further ado, let's get started. Uniswap was a game changer for swapping tokens on Ethereum. From that moment on, you didn't need Binance, Coinbase, or Kraken anymore. You could hold your own keys and swap trustlessly. The only problem is that Ethereum gas fees keep rising and rising. Onboarding new users who have $200 to spend is hard at the moment. That's why Richard Hart and his team decided to create Pulsechain, a fork of Ethereum which copies system state and is gonna beat ETH 2.0 to market with all the ETH 2.0 improvements and more. Instead of waiting around to see what the existing AMMs are going to do, Richard decided that it would be better to create our own DEX, PulseX. What at first seemed to be a simple fork of Uniswap v2 turns out to be much more than that. With the strategy and game theory of PulseX, the chance that PulseX is going to dominate is enormous. PulseX is the most liquid exchange on Pulsechain. PulseX enables you to exchange tokens PRC20s on Pulsechain for one another. For example, you could swap Pulsechain's native token PLS for PulseX's token PLSX. It works like Uniswap on Ethereum. Bridges also let people trade currencies from other chains on PulseX. PulseX is also the world's largest yield farm. Every time people swap from one coin to another on PulseX, liquidity providers earn fees as a reward. Users can bridge in their ERC20s and pair them with the free PRC20s in order to provide liquidity and earn fees. This also backs the value of PRC20s that they got for free. In order to enhance PulseX's success, another token will exist to further incentivize liquidity providers beyond the fees they're already making. When they become liquidity providers, they will receive LP tokens that they can deposit into a yield farm. This not yet named token is emitted with decreasing inflation over time. A DAO chooses which trading pairs receives this incentive and at what rates. Only addresses with PLSX balances get to vote in the DAO. Concretely, what is the PulseX's goal? PulseX is a Uniswap fork of PLSX liquidity provider incentivization. Its goal is to provide Pulsechain users with the best possible trading experience and yield farm with a strong focus on incentivizing ERC20 holders to bridge in and back the value of their free PRC20s. PLSX is designed to increase in value the best asset class in history. With Bitcoin, you need from minutes to hours until a transaction confirms, and transacting costs you multiple USD in fees. Transacting on Pulsechain costs less than $0.01 and confirmations happen in about 3 seconds. Transacting on Pulsechain costs less than a penny and confirmations happen in about 3 seconds. PulseX utilizes this network to allow for fast and cheap swaps between PLS and PRC20s. Cryptocurrencies have outperformed every other asset class over the last 10 years. There's a reason for that. They remove counterparty risk and middlemen, allow for privacy, and have better uptime than your bank and credit card networks. Cryptocurrencies allow for a better way to log into things. They can work as cryptographic username and password pairs independent of platforms. To know how high can PLSX go after launch, we need first to understand the game theory behind PulseX. The first game theory is liquidity aggregation. The PulseX bot harvests all copies of ERC20s on the Pulsechain PRC20s from all major liquidity providers such as Uniswap and adds them to the liquidity of PulseX. With this, PulseX will have the largest liquidity of all exchanges on the Pulsechain. If Uniswap intended to become big on the Pulsechain, it has made it very difficult with this strategy. and the chance that an exchange will become bigger than PulseX is very small. The second game theory is buy and burn. PulseX has lower fees than most competing exchanges. The fee to users is lower than on most competing exchanges. Most tokens inflate at high rates while PLSX never inflates. The supply only becomes more rare as 21% of all fees could be used to buy up the price and burn the freshly bought PLSX. PulseX will have a 0.29% fee that users pay on every swap. That is less than SushiSwap, Trader Joe, QuickSwap, and Uniswap. 76% of all trading fees could be distributed to liquidity providers. 21% could be used to buy and burn PLSX, reducing its supply over time. 0.01% of a trade's value goes to an address you must have no expectations of. Most importantly, there is no inflation. There will never be more PLSX than on day one. The supply will be 170 trillion PLSX. Due to buy and burn, this will decrease with each transaction, and liquidity providers earn 0.22% in trading fees. PulseX will have the most liquidity on Pulsechain. It's good to have all the liquidity in a single place. Centralized liquidity also means the best deals for users because it results in low slippage, meaning the price moves against them less when they swap. It also means that fewer arbitrage bots become rich by equalizing the prices from different liquidity sources. It's more efficient. So why do we think PulseX will outperform other DEXs currently on the market? Well, because PulseX has lower fees, the most liquidity on the Pulsechain only becomes more rare. Now, what price can it reach? And how high can PLSX go after launch? Hex's price did over 10,000 times since the day of its launch. Pulsechain and PulseX are both expected to perform the same upon launch. Getting in early and purchasing PulseX on day one may be a strategy used by many to reap the potential gains following the release, as the real gains will most likely follow in the months after launch. PulseX will have a burning mechanism utilizing all fees to purchase PulseX to burn. This burning mechanism will cause PulseX to increase in price as supply and demand work positively on the PulseX price. Between past performances of Hex, the $1 billion sacrificed, and the burning mechanism implemented into PulseX, this project has the potential to truly be thousands or even 10,000 times in the next 2 years. In addition, it has a much stronger community and benefits from the entire Hex community. The community will have a huge impact on the PulseX price after the launch. This is the most important factor when it comes to crypto. Even cryptos that have no use can reach incredible heights if they have a strong community behind them. That's what happened with Shiba Inu. It's just a shitcoin, yet it has achieved unbelievable heights. In truth, it has been difficult for us to find any bearish features relating to PulseX. The tokenomics have been very well thought out, and it seems that it's specifically designed to pump in price. That fact, combined with the overwhelming confidence people have shown thus far, makes us think that it could outperform Uni, Cake, and Sushi in its first year. If we assume that the macroeconomic picture is going to remain relatively stable and similar, we don't see why PulseX can't outperform similar DEXs in its first year. We could be wildly wrong, of course, but that's our best guess. Of course, this is just our opinion and not an investment advice. So, this video is meant to enlighten you, and you, on your end, will have to do your own research. Now, do you think PulseX can make 10,000 times in the next 2 years? Share your thoughts and opinion